Alright, I got a quickie for you today. This one was a webtoon. Essentially, it was a webtoon I drew, but I haven't published it or anything. It's mostly just sketches. But basically, I call it Cinders On Ella. It is a play of Cinderella, basically. And it is a Isekai, which is a transportation into another world trope story. And basically, it is about this lady who, instead of being killed off early in her life, she is an old lady when she's transported into this world. So she had already lived her whole life on Earth, basically. She's about to just pass in her sleep on a rocking chair, and there's no way they're honking at me. Literally, I am in traffic, cruising at the only speed I can. So anyway, tangent aside, so she gets transported into Cinderella because she's thinking, wow, I've lived a really long life. So she's an actress in this one, and she's a stunts actor. She's got to play so many different roles. She's done so many different things, and she's tried many different jobs too, just to get more experience in life. But that's basically all she did. She rose her way to stardom, had fame. It was great. Had a failed marriage. Her kids don't even care to see her. She's never really met her grandkids, so she's kind of a person, basically. And so the idea is through her being transported into Cinderella, a version of Cinderella, is that she will get character development that she didn't get in her time on Earth. Also, that she's never been in love, so easy segue to a love story there, which is very popular. But she's transported into Cinders on Ella instead of Cinderella, which is a version of the story that she read. Basically, I didn't want to use the normal Cinderella version. I wanted to have way more interesting things happening in the world. So same basic framework. So the whole beginning story is the same as Cinderella, and there's just also another kingdom, and they're at war with this other kingdom, and there's this whole thing where her father was supplying the enemy kingdom with weapons because they're trying to do an uprising against the king, because he's basically a tyrant. And then the prince in this one isn't the real love interest. He's just kind of trying to find anyone that he can get with that isn't exactly what his dad wants, but also he just really wants to go out on an adventure. He just wants to leave the castle and go on a little bromance adventure. That's his goal, but unfortunately he cannot. But then we have the other side, the other kingdom, where we have the other prince and shadow organization, the rebellion of people, and the main lead guy in charge. Now she's a stunts actor and understands fighting and everything, and has actually fought. The other thought was that she had done military, which she still potentially could, with her many years, and so she is able to just beat people up easy. She doesn't take to the fact that she's in a story as easily. She just thinks, oh, this is heaven, this is weird, or it's a dream, because she doesn't actually technically realize that she died. She just went to sleep. But she's oh, this is a weird dream. And then she's no, I've been living out every day, every second, and I even sleep like a normal person, and something's happening. And then she decides, well, I'm not going to be normal Cinderella. Just screw you guys, I'm leaving. So she leaves her stepmother and stuff. She's yeah, I don't really have a tie to this house or anything. I'm going to go out into the world. And stepmother wants her killed, so sends an assassin after her, who she beats up, and then forces her to take him to their lair. And then the assassins, she beats them all up and basically becomes the ruler of the Assassins Guild, which so happened to be hired by Lady Tremaine, that is her name, the stepmother's name, happened to be hired by her, but really they also help out with the rebellion, which is where we get the segue into the other place. That's kind of as far as everything went, as far as characters. It was just a dumb little idea. Some of the sketches are made. I think there's an outline for a lot of stuff that happens, but I don't really remember it. It was just kind of like a silly little story idea that I had. Maybe I'll make it one day, or revisit it. Shall see. But yep, that's what I got. That's Cinders on Ella, at least the premise. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.